Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to your favorite social media TV program, The Buzz. And yes, today is the 20th of December, 2018. We're like 4 days close to Christmas, and I can feel it already. Even though we don't have so much of the Hamatan, but we have it in the northern part, of course, and the eastern part. So hard. And I'm not the only one here. Yes, your host is Blossom. I have an amazing lady. She's always amazing. I love having her as my host too.
All right. All right, thank you. You're welcome to the bus today. My name is Judith Sirenua. And like you said, Hamatan, the only way I would have felt Christmas coming is if only the Hamatan was really raging in Lagos. But since there's no Hamatan, well, this is Lagos. What is Christmas without Hamatan?
Hamatan, no. Yes, exactly. It's quite different. And we are not alone. We have amazing guests also too with us. And yes, we have Mustafa Iwenla. He is a life coach, a real estate expert, and a general secretary to Liberation Movement. Welcome to the show, Mr. Mustafa.
Good afternoon, Blossom. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank
you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for
All right. Yes, we have a female in the house too. Yes, and she is a minister, an author, and also a counselor. Let's make a welcome to Pastor Dolly. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to
You look beautiful too.
Oh
wow. Everybody's looking amazing on this table today.
It's Christmas
season.
You have
to look your best.
Yeah, you know. But do we have Christmas wear already? I don't know because I've not gotten mine yet.
Mine is ready.
No, mine is, you can see what I'm wearing. It's close to Christmas color.
Well, my tailor broke my heart yesterday. So
oh my word. I'm so sorry about that.
But there's still time now. We still have 4 days.
Yeah, we still have 4 days to go. They could still rush to work. Okay, yes. Merry Christmas to you guys in advance, I must say. And we have amazing topics before us. Most of them are videos, and I just hope we'll be able to dive into all of these things today. And yay, we have a number to call today, at least for now. Whoa. It's a temporary number, but we'll be getting a permanent number very soon.
So you can be a part of the show that way.
Yeah, so you can be a part of the show. And the number to call is 090-900-79088.
Are they to call or send the text message?
They should send a text message, please, no calls.
Thank
you for that correction. Please, no calls, just text message. Yeah. I'll call the number again, 090-900-79088. Okay, yay. Yes, let's dive into. Judith, please, can you start first?
All right, social media news. 2 female suicide bombers intercepted in Borno. At about 9:30 p.m. yesterday, 19 December 2018, one suspected female suicide bomber and her accomplice were intercepted at Moshimari settlement in Borno State. The duo were attempting to infiltrate the 222 Battalion defensive location. They were apprehended by the troops, and the vest strapped on the suspected suicide bomber was successfully immobilized. This is a very good one.
This is another Christmas gift. We had one recently.
Yeah, following the Metele attack. Yeah. This would have been another setback for the Nigerian army, but this is a very good one. They were intercepted and apprehended.
You know, is a good one that it was prevented. But my biggest worry is I wonder what kind of things they plant into this, bomber's head for them to want to take their own life and take other people's life. I still worry too much, and I'm still really trying to decipher what kind of orientation they give them for you to, wrap yourself up with a bomb and want to kill yourself and kill others. Well, I think right now federal government is really not taking it lightly, so that's why they were able to be, they were able to intercept them. But I hope that we get more of these people and do proper things, proper prosecution for them, because enough of the killings. We've had too many killings this year, just like we had too many killings last year, just like in the past. So we need to end. We need to start seeing ourselves as one Nigerian. Whatever they are fighting for, I don't give a hoot, but it should stop. Whatever they are fighting for does not warrant them taking each other's lives. Yeah. And of course, we've had enough of Boko Haram already, so we don't want to even
want anymore.
I totally agree.
Totally agree. Pastor Dolly, you have something to say?
In fact, it's just like he said, it's so surprising to know that somebody could want to kill somebody else. You cannot create life.
And even kill yourself.
So taking life and taking your own life that you did not create is It's something that one cannot really imagine. You understand? But then I think it also starts from maybe people that are not taught to value lives, people that are not taught to value the life of the other person. Because they didn't value the life of the other person, it got to a point whereby their own life doesn't mean anything to them. It doesn't mean anything, and it's so bad. It's so bad. There is a need for reorientation. There is a need for the religious leaders to teach them the right thing, to help them to understand, to open their eyes to see that the
sanctity of life,
the ways they have taken, it's not the way, it's not the right, that they've been misled. As a matter of fact, they've been misled, seriously.
And brainwashed, I must
brainwashed, yes. And you know, religion, it has a way of really, really taking hold of people. Whichever way you take it to, negative, positive, it will always control you.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yes, moving on, we have lodgers. This happened very early this morning in Lagos State. Lodgers found furious due to no refund of their money, of course, from the management. Excuse me. The lodgers were actually furious because after a fire outbreak, they were expecting their refund based on that they can't stay in the, naturally, you wouldn't want to stay in the hotel anymore. You want to just go. But the management has refused to give them a refund. But we have a short video, short clip for that. Let's go watch it. And we'll be right back.
This is Sabines Hotel in Lekki. We're sleeping and the next thing, smokes everywhere. Just imagine risking people's lives. Imagine risking people's lives. Look at smoke. Imagine how many lives could have been lost. Poor management.
See,
just imagine
what happened in the hotel I was.
Imagine people that were. Imagine if I was at. If people that were deep asleep.
Serious fire. They even have to break the window.
This is the worst hotel I've lodged in. Poor management. Very, very poor. Very, very poor.
Okay, welcome back. You're still watching your favorite social media TV program, The Buzz. And we were talking about, I hope you saw that video.
They were indeed furious.
Yes, they were indeed furious. They wanted their money back. What would you say?
Even as I was here, I was even furious. I was furious on their behalf.
Helping them to be
furious.
You know, I can't pay for a service.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting, one, I didn't get the service I requested for. Secondly, you even endangered my life. And you won't refund my money. In fact, in that case, you should refund my money with additional damages paid.
Yeah.
Because you have, you know, of course, it will have caused a lot of trauma.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
A fire outbreak is not something you take lightly.
Yeah, of course.
What if those people? What if we engulfed the whole hotel and they all died in that process? So now you have disturbed them of their peaceful sleep.
Yeah.
Of not even rendering the service you took money for. Now you are still refusing to pay money. I think that hotel management should be sued. That if I was in that situation, I would sue them.
Okay, all right. Pastor Dolly, you agree?
I think I agree with him totally because, you know, the shock, the trauma those people went through when that thing happened, I don't expect them to be asking for the money. It's something the hotel management should have refunded with a thank you, with a sorry, with a sorry, not for them to be asking for it. People must learn to do the right thing. Greed is so much in our system that you always want to eat your cake and have it. And it doesn't happen that way. You cannot eat your cake and have it. Something happened that should have taken the lives of people. Thank God they were safe. And if they are asking for their money, they are not asking for too much. It shouldn't lead to the way it is now for you to know that they should be refunded.
Because this is bad publicity for them.
Exactly.
Because this is why many businesses don't last.
Yes.
If you treat your customers like shit,
Yes.
of course the news will go around just like the way it has gone
that's
around.
yes.
And of course, you don't expect to still get the same type of turnout you used to have before this incident.
That's what they call any white
Instablog Nigeria, it is everywhere.
Everywhere, I'm telling you.
Everywhere. You know, you see, let me tell you. Sometimes I was overseas. I was in a pub, I saw fly in my drink, and you know what happened? I called the attendant to it. Say, hey, can you see this? He say, hey, I'm so sorry. You know what? All the bills of what I had in that place was forfeited for me. They didn't take a dime from me
because of that.
Because of the mess I saw in my drink.
Yeah.
They will apologize profusely.
Fast forward that thing to Nigeria, you still pay everything.
The same thing happened to a friend of mine yesterday. We're making a call. He's not in the States.
Yeah.
And he was like, he has been waiting for his lunch for over 20 minutes, close to 25 minutes. And when they came to, they were apologizing, and he ordered for his food based on I want to eat.
Of course.
By the time he was done, he was like, take your money for the food. They were like, no, it's on the house. We delayed you. You had to wait for that long.
We need to start.
And that is amazing. It's very good.
We need to start taking responsibility for our mistakes.
It will bring in a lot of customers.
It's just the same. It's just the same thing that happened with this airline that had issues.
Yeah.
The same thing too. I was on air. I saw what Airpiece. I was on air. I saw what the image manager image manager of Airpiece was saying on TV. I was really angry. People almost died. People fainted in that air, and all you can do is to come on air and start defending that what happened was a normal thing that would have accepted me. So this country, we need to change our orientation fundamentally. When things go wrong as business owners, we need to take full responsibility and compensate who we need to compensate. Just to save the life of our business. You can't eat your cake and have it. Sometimes you need to lose. Sometimes you need to win. That's it.
Because it's not about making the gain now. It's
The
about
gain
your
now,
customers
coming back.
Come back.
And even telling other people.
And it's about goodwill.
I always say
Reputation
that
of your business.
for you to say that you're successful in business, it is when the customers you have today keep coming.
Keep
Not
coming.
when you have different
Customers all the time. That means there's something
but
wrong.
the same customer you have over the years keep coming.
The same
So it shows
customers for
that
5, 10 years
in
are still
business
coming.
you are a
Yeah,
success,
exactly.
you know?
I agree. All right, moving
on. Moving on. We have messages, of course, from everyone out there, and we have this one. This one is for you, Mustafa.
Yes,
he says, hello, my name is Mustafa. My name's Sick. You look nice, man.
Thank you.
No, that's amazing. And Mofe is asking if, Mofe, you're asking if you could call. Please, you can only text. Whatever you have, questions you have, you can always text us on the number. And yes, we have another one asking where is Mrs. Patience Okafor.
Oh, she's on a well-deserved leave.
Yes, a well-deserved. I think it took her like 1 year before she got this leave, yeah?
Yeah, so she's on a well-deserved leave.
So she needed the leave.
Yeah,
She needed
needs
it.
to rejuvenate, and she'll be back.
She'll be back soon. Okay, yes, moving on, we have, okay, I think you should do this, Judith.
All right, Lagosians share experience with Lasema. We have the video, right? A Nigerian man shares his encounter with Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Lasema staff during a robbery attack at his neighborhood. I would really love to see the video to see what really transpired.
Yeah. Okay, let's see the video.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, what's the emergency?
Yeah, I'm calling to report a robbery case at Ogudorioke.
Okay, you saw that video. And
All right, I think I quite understand what happened there. He called the emergency number following the robbery attack, and the call was dropped. Well, anything could have happened. It could be the networks.
Well, according to some response, some people were like, it's not new now. Like, we call that number a lot when something like that happened. But once they hear robbery attack, armed gunmen, the next thing is they tell you to go on, like say it. But they drop the call.
Oh, okay. I quite understand.
So they don't come, they don't respond, but they pick the calls.
You see, in this case, I don't want to jump into conclusions. Because that phone call was anything could have happened. It could have been a network issue.
Yes.
It's another thing if that Lasema guy picked and say, "Oh God, we know they come." Oh God,
he wouldn't have
there's no foil in our bed. You know, he would have. But this time around, he called and there was no feedback from the other guy. The phone. But then again, if one thing I know for sure, I've not had any experience with Lasema.
Okay.
But then I know that our emergency authorities, when issues happen, most of them, particularly Lagos, have stepped up. That's the truth.
I agree.
And we must give kudos to the governor of Lagos State currently. That's Ambode. I know, because just over this weekend, I had an experience. I went to an ATM machine with an Okada guy, and the Okada guy parked inside the filling station where there was the ATM. And just few minutes, some guys came from a particular police station and said, "Hey, Oga," and they confiscated that guy's Okada, saying because it was parked close to an ATM in a filling station. I said, but then this man wants to buy fuel. Before we knew what was happening, they took his bike to the station, and well, of course, I have the phone number of the Lagos State complaint unit. I called up and I was able to get solutions because I didn't even expect that they were going to pick. But really, I picked, and the man I spoke to told me to go there and give the phone to the SO that was in the station, and I explained everything to them. This is a young man wanted to buy fuel at the same time too. I wanted to give him money from I was able to get. So I know they've stepped up. Gone are those days that you call, you won't even get any response. In fact, the number will not even go through.
You won't get through.
So I know they've stepped up.
I want to say here that sometimes we're quick to judge our law enforcement agencies. We think they are alpha and omega, everything about them should be rocket science and all that. It's not so. Sometimes we don't even know. For those of us who have lived outside this show, we can understand that our own law enforcement agencies are not well funded. They are not well equipped. They are not, nobody wants to die. Now you are calling maybe a police station whereby they don't have anything to match that of the armed robbers. And you know that they don't want to come. But they are not coming with bare hands. Because we've had a case some years back, so many years ago in our house in Benin City, whereby robbers came to the house. We called the police station. They sent some men from their headquarters and some from the local station close to the house, and they all came and met them. But when you hear the sound of the armed robbers gone, and you hear the sound of the police gone, because there was this fire exchange,
there's a difference.
There's a difference. So from that day, I come to understand why you call police and
so even the armed robbers had more
equipped. At the end of the day, policeman lost his life in that encounter. Yes, because the armed robbers were more equipped than the police. So I think the people we should talk to is our government to equip these people.
Of course.
You don't want to die. Why would you want somebody else to die? Just like we send them to Sambisa to go and use empty hand to be fighting Boko Haram. It's not done.
It's not done. Okay, we have some messages. Let me quick read. Please, this number is not for calls. They are just for messages to be part of the show. Thank you very much. Okay, let me read this. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. You guys look gorgeous. And she demands, or he demands, he wants sports gist. Okay, Sports Edge comes right after the buzz. So you can just stay tuned, keep watching. Definitely will bring you sports gist. And we have another one. Sorry. Let me read, please. All right. We have the next one. Immigration officers seen assaulting a returnee at the airport. Immigration officers seen assaulting a returnee who allegedly failed to settle them today at the Lagos airport. Yes, this is fresh too. Also, we have a clip for that. Then we can definitely dive into and see what we have to say about this. Let's go see the video.
Do you want to write the no, but do you want to write the word? I told you guys, I see you work with yourself. I told you just what you write this you want to write the word. No, wait, you go, okay, now what you can let me I think I do not even pronounce it. Leave my crowd. Okay,
Okay, welcome back to the buzz. We have, I think we have a response to the Lagosian that shares experience with the Lagos State Emergency Management, of course. And this one says, I beg who no one die.
I mean, who won't die?
Who won that?
No, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, who? Okay, I think it's over. I beg who won't die. Una don't forget it's December period.
What does December got
Welcome,
to do with it?
welcome to Nigeria. Okay, please stop calling. Please, thank you. Stop calling. Welcome to Nigeria, where oh my God, these calls are just. Welcome to Nigeria, where our motto is. Oh my world. God, can you allow me read my messages? Please stop calling. Just text whatever you have to send to us to be part of the show. I can't read this right now. Okay, let me move on. But I'll still read that message. It's definitely that message. Okay, yes, and we have something to definitely say about this thing. This is not nice. If you can see the way they were actually assaulting that's just beyond it. He's just coming in. He might never want to even come again.
That's an image of our country being painted to the outside world. Because whether you like it or not, the people there are not only Nigerians.
Of course.
There are other people from other parts of the world that may just be coming in for the first time.
To celebrate with their friends in Nigeria.
You understand, coming to see that. And they probably have been told so many things about, so many bad things about Nigeria, about Africa, about Nigeria. And now they are just coming down at the airport. They are meeting with such things. I don't think, like I always do myself, I don't own anybody anything at the airport.
Of course.
When I'm coming in, I make sure I play with the rule, the way it ought to be. So if you're coming to me and I decide to give you anything, that's my choice. And if I decide not to give you anything, you're not going to force anything out of me for any reason. So long as I'm not breaking the law, the only thing that will give me fear is if I'm breaking the law. I want to also be covered. Then if I'm not breaking the law, why would you hold me to ransom to give you money? We see a lot of them there at the airport. And it's even better now. It's even better. And it used to be worse. Yes, I don't think it's a nice thing. That is not the best way to project the image of our nation to the world. It's very bad, very terrible.
You see, on this, for me, I worry so much about how we continue to display a complete show of shame to the foreign countries. I have been at the airports traveling out of the country, and I saw one of these immigration guys trying to escort a Chinese man. A guy, do you have anything for me? The Chinese man said, I don't have anything. But he still insists that the man give it. And this man was not, of course, caught with any contraband. Now, on my way back from England, sometimes this year March, I had a similar experience too. And for me, I was really pissed off, but I just had to keep my calm. When people are coming back from a foreign country, I don't think that, and of course, when their loads are searched and they are not caught with any contraband, I don't think they should be bothered at the entry point. Now, this young immigration man goes, okay, you carried, do you have any new clothes? Did you buy any new shoes? I said, so how will I travel out of the country? And I won't buy any new things. So did I go there and just go to sleep and come back? He said, yeah, because if you buy any new thing, you must pay for duty. I said, no, don't tell me that, please. After a few seconds, it became a very heated argument. And some other people just came like, Madalo, anything you have, just. I said, no, why must I give him something? And at the end of the day, he still bowed down to, just give him anything. I said, I don't even have Naira here for crying out loud. I said, don't worry, they are changing money out. I said,
Is that bad?
Is that bad though? If you don't have, I'm telling
Wow.
you, if you don't have cash, they'll tell you to open your bag and give them biscuits, chocolate, shoes, any clothes, anything. It's so bad because as a country, we need to move away from these attitudes. We are a country of this century, and we are still trying to do things that will completely. That's why people don't regard us in foreign countries. When the word Nigerian is mentioned, people run. That's the truth. My first trip to London 2 years ago, I was held up at Heathrow Airport for over 4 hours. God is my witness. Why? Because I carried a Nigerian passport, and that was the first time I was traveling. At the end, I had to ask the why you. I had to sit down somewhere. People were coming, they were releasing them. I was still on sick. People were. I had to go and ask, why are you guys still keeping me here? They said because we need to carry out a background check on you because you are traveling for the first time.
Wow.
And you're carrying him. And they told me categorically because you're carrying a Nigerian passport. And because of that, because of the mess Nigerians, we made a mess of ourselves. to a foreign country.
And I want to say that I think we, the people, are the ones to correct some of these things.
Of course.
For instance, this extortion at the airports. It's not a must for me to give you anything. We must learn to stand our ground. Somebody like me, if everybody's like me, I'm sure they will be out of business then.
Of course.
Because I know how to stand my ground when it comes to things like that. It's just like one day these PHCN people brought their ladder and put it on our pole in their house, knocked at the gate. Thank God I was the one that came out. And they were like, where is your bill and all that? I don't understand. I pay my bills to the account on the, and I know I don't own bill. You are supposed to have
a record
of what I pay.
Before you go from
So don't tell me to go and bring my bill.
No.
For me, that's an insult. Before I can even touch that pole, that ladder on the pole, bring it down. Before I can talk to you. It was after then I told him, even if you think I've not paid, you're supposed to bring the red bill, the notification of disconnection and all that. If I have not owed you, for you to bring that, so you don't have your pole, your ladder has nothing to do with this pole. So it shouldn't be there. By the time I finished talking to the guy, he brought it down. He was like, Madam, I'm sorry. I said, okay, now we can talk. This is my bill. You see, I'm not owing. So the guy, with an apology, left, and I told him. He said, Madam, it's what they sent us to do. I said, please, tell them that when they send you, tell them there are people outside that are resisting you. Because if they keep meeting with somebody like me, I don't think they will go out there and start doing the rubbish there. We must learn to, we know that the judicial system has failed us. Because that is the difference between here and the outside world. The outside world, you could take somebody to court for doing the wrong thing and you get justice done. But they say justice delayed is justice denied. So what we always have is justice denied. That is why you don't even bother. Because by the time they throw you up and down,
you even get tired.
You get tired and you don't want to continue with the back and forth. So I think we, the Nigerians, we must wake up and start saying that, look, enough of this already.
Of course.
Yeah.
I know on this video we saw, I know that guy must have been treated like that because he didn't comply with what
of course, he did.
There's no story about it.
Okay, we have some messages. Okay, I'm reading that guy, that particular one. I didn't finish with him because of your calls. It started with, shift, let me faint, Joe. I beg, who won't die? Una, don't forget, it's December, period. Welcome to Nigeria, where our motto is on your own. Zani from Ikeja. And I think he's talking, he's talking about the experience, the other guy. Yeah. Okay, we have another one. Please stop calling. It's just for messages. We have another one. It's not new. Police and our friends, according to this person, say they are not reliable. Government need to do something. This is Fela from Ikpaja. Okay, we have another one. That video you played is not complete. Okay, there was a second call again in the complete video where the other agent even hissed before dropping the call. So I don't agree it was a network issue, according to Mr. Mustafa. Please play the complete video and don't be partial. We are not partial. That is
the question where I asked.
If the video is
complete.
I guess I wasn't able to get the response, but thank you for that. We'll still check back if actually that was true. We have another one saying, good morning, everyone. Okay. Good morning, everyone. You're all looking so fine this morning. Shebina, waiting we vote for be this. May God help us all. Amen to that. Okay, yes, we have another one. I'm Samuel Enuani. I hope I pronounced that well, sorry. From Abuja. I think there should be an agency to penalize any hotel for poor services.
I'm sure they should. I'm sure they
have regulatory agencies.
Yes, I'm sure they have. They should be.
Okay, well, this person is saying this with authority, but I don't think you have the right to actually say that. He says, please, the guests should not in any way praise the immigration. Oh no, stop insulting. I can't read this. No, I can't read this. Okay, I can't read this. All right, moving on, we have another one. All I have to say is officers should stop using power or uniform to humiliate people. This is, okay, wow. Okay, insolence is never a way out. Well, thank you for that one. don't mind our immigration officer. Once they see that you are a first-time traveler, they must ask you for cash. It's their trademark. Fella again from Ikpaja. We have a lot of messages. Okay, that's Nigeria for you. There's a lot of partiality, but thank God for saving their lives. Coming from Queen. Okay, we have to move on. We have a lot of messages. And Judith?
Should we just go into the topic for today?
Yes, let's go into the topic for today because we don't have so much time.
Right.
Okay, can you just read it so that they will know? Just read them, we'll move to the topic.
The Abule Egba pipeline fire outbreak. All right, about 38 vehicles, 71 shops, a church, houses, petrol stations, and others were on Wednesday raised in a pipeline fire in Abule Egba area of Lagos State. It was gathered that the explosion was caused by the activities of suspected bunkerers around the NNPC pipeline in Abule Egba, Ujokoro local council development area of the state, which resulted into a massive inferno, destroying properties worth millions of naira. Confirming the incident, the General Manager, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Adeshino Tiamiyu, confirmed that 38 vehicles were raised in the inferno. According to him, no loss of lives were recorded, adding that the car lot in a filling station was affected by the inferno as several vehicles parked in the filling stations were destroyed, and on and on and on.
Whoa. Like that. That was huge. That's the video, but we're not able to play it.
Very sad. Very sad.
A lot
very
of
sad because I was in this station. I bought the car from that car lot.
Oh my word!
I know the owner of that car lot.
Wow.
In fact, yesterday the guy fainted
over and over again. Oh my God!
Those cars were worth over 100 million. All the cars in that.
I hope my insured.
There was no insurance.
No insurance.
Those cars were not registered.
Oh.
So it was a big mess yesterday because.
Oh wow.
Well, thank God. The fire didn't catch that filling station as well, and in that filling station also there was a gas station there where they sell gas too. Okay. But before there was a security man who raised the alarm and they quickly shut down the gas before. So that was if not it would have been worse than that.
Oh my word!
We hope that Lagos State government. But then before we even go to Lagos State government, we citizens are also very careless.
Yeah.
The bunkers made a mess of all this whole thing.
And it's not the first time. That thing is happening in that same location.
Now look at all the people they put in a mess. It's serious agony.
Yeah.
The owner, that guy that owns that car lot was not the owner of all those cars. Those cars were bought by different people who
just
came
come there.
for him. That guy now is in a big debt.
Oh.
I said yesterday he was fainting. He was waking up. He was fainting because how would you explain to me? I gave you a car to sell for me, and you tell me fire burns it.
So how do you think there could be a way forward to these things? Like those people that have lost their properties, who's going to take responsibility?
If those properties were insured, good for them.
That's the question I asked. Was it insured?
Those cars were not insured, but the houses. Our insurance culture in this part of the world
is very
not gotten there.
Yeah.
Normally, anything should be insured. Car, even your life. But we've not gotten there yet. So that's why when things like this happen, you take faith.
You just take it spoil alone.
Okay, let's dive into the topic for today. Before that, I have one message. Hi, boss. Okay, we have a lot, though, but let me read this. Hi, boss. Want to say thumbs up for you guys for an amazing show. Thank you so much. My advice to Nigeria is to keep praying for our country and the leaders because it's only God that can help us in this country. Shout out to my darling wife, my sweet daughter and siblings. Wishing them a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Ima Ezizo. I don't know. E-H-I-Z-O.
Thank you, Mr.
I like that. Yeah.
Very smart one.
I like that move. From Ani Fowoshe Ikeja. Thank you so much for that. And that was a very smart move. Okay, yes, we have the topic for today. Is extra lesson after school hours necessary, important, compulsory, or irrelevant? Now, somebody made a statement, and that's the Minister of State for Aviation, Hadi Sirika, expresses his concern via a tweet. He says, and I quote, "I just don't understand extra lessons for our kids. It is either they are not taught properly or there is an element of corruption. In our time, most schools closed 1 p.m. We had time to rest, play, run errands for parents, read, go to Quranic school, Bible school, and we still bond." Now, this is a very important thing because it's really an issue because those children, I feel like they
I agree.
so much.
I totally
So
agree with
much.
his submission.
I
Before
do
I
too.
saw this tweet, I used to say it. Growing up then in Ilorin, I come back from school and I had time to play with my friends
Yeah.
and run errands for my mom and what have you. And during holidays, oh, that was a time for you to go learn one handiwork or the other, depending on what you wanted. But now you see children wake up as early as 5, go to school, come back, go for extra lesson, close at 6, get home 7. When do they have time to rest? That is so much. But coming from the minister, I think, well, it would make the necessary impact coming from
Of course,
minister, yes.
He's the current minister of aviation.
Aviation, so
minister for state for aviation.
for aviation, yeah.
But I think I also support him on that because I think the kids are really overburdened with lots of school activities, and for me, when they get home, my kids get home around 6, and I tell you, 5-10 minutes after,
They're tired.
they're on bed.
Yeah.
For them to do even as home assignment, it becomes very hard for them. I have to wake my daughter up sometimes at midnight, come and do your assignment, because she got back home very, and she's tired. But somehow, and I also know that most schools, most of the extra lessons they do, the money don't even go to the school management. It goes to the teachers. But so it's just a way for them to augment from their maybe poor salary. But then they need to look at the side effect on these kids. It's really it's overwhelming, and they need to chill out. For me, they need to really, really chill
And it
out.
also made a very salient point there. Is it that the children are not well taught properly during the normal school hours, that you
That's
have
the
to now
meaning.
take them
That is the meaning.
extra lessons
That
when
is
they're
the
supposed to be
meaning.
resting?
Because
To meet
those
up.
days we don't go through all that, and we do better than they do now, even with all the extra lectures and all that. I think the school is not giving them enough, because at the end of the day, those teachers are from the schools. You understand? So if they had taught them those things they are giving them during the extra lectures, why they need to give it to them again. I think it has to go back to our school system, that they should do more, do better.
They should do
because
better.
The children has assimilation limits. By the time you're putting them through all that, at the end of the day, they're not really learning anything. That's the truth. You're just stressing them. They should have time to rest. I remember growing up, being in the body house, we had time to rest.
Yeah, siesta.
After siesta, is the commodity, then siesta, we have time for siesta, you understand? So why not now? And especially in a place like Lagos. I remember then, when my sister could visit us in Lagos, she used to say, oh, I pity Lagos children. When you are going down to 5 a.m., you're already inside the car, going to school. You are coming back around 8 in the night, you still see them inside the bus coming. I mean, it's really, really, really overworking them.
It's too much for them.
And also, I think extra lesson is a sort of escape for some parents who are very busy.
Yeah.
I see that as
That's true, you're right. Because
Let the teachers be in charge.
Lagos parents also
are very busy.
They don't even mind their kids to be in school till 8.
Till 8.
So they can be away from the stress and all that. But then they need to look at
And it's
the
affecting
health
the
effect
children.
on the children, because you do normal school from 8 to 2, from 2 to 4 you do school lesson. Then sometimes you get home again, start home lesson. I think
Maybe that's why we
too
see
much.
that these days, those days when you hear of high blood pressure, it's within this maybe people that are old and all that.
Yeah.
But now you see it among even children.
Of course.
It's so bad,
Of
yes,
course.
because they are overworked.
Of course.
Okay. We have a lot of messages. I've been trying to read most of them. I'm so sorry. I can't read all of these messages. But there's a question I want to ask. Are we saying extra hours of school lessons should be stopped or should be reduced?
Well, like she said,
What were they doing during the school hours?
parents are using that to keep their children in the school.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping them in the street, okay, they can keep them in the school.
But
But that
And
doesn't
engage
make
them.
it good for them. But it's like, do I use the word better alternative for them?
But
But they can keep them in the school, but must they have to
Not
how
to be
not
learning.
to study? They
Not
can
to be
be
learning.
interacting
Yeah.
and, you know,
Yeah.
Swimming,
Swimming,
Exactly.
play.
To be learning.
Because
You
it's
can't
like
learn all day.
robbing them of their childhood.
exactly.
And it's
We
Exactly.
played then. Growing up,
Yes.
I played.
It's
I
very
did. I did
important,
play.
yes.
Even though we had extra hours, it was just, I think, 1 hour then. You're home, you're back
You're
home.
back home
and you have a lot of things to do. So I still feel somehow, even if it's so bad that you don't have time for your kids and all, if they can't do the vocational and skill trainings that they would love to do, I think you could have what they call this, house helps in your house, I think. or you don't share the idea.
I am not.
Sometimes the accept too is.
I am not. I'm not an advocate of
good ones anyway.
Yeah, they are good ones.
Sometimes
they are good ones because we had house help to actually,
trouble. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we still have some little time. And the second, let's go to the second one.
Okay, indecent dressing in children.
There's nothing.
There's no detail.
There's no detail.
But I think I saw a short video where
we have it.
Okay, we have the video. Okay, let's quickly see that video then.
Sometimes you go to the mall and you see a child of 5, you see a child of 7 wearing bomb shot.
Yeah.
And walking around. Okay. And you see their parents there walking behind and like, oh, those are my kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes what the 5-year-old, the 10-year-old, the 7-year-old is wearing, is revealing. It's
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you there. That's a child. If a child decides to wear a short, sorry.
Do you know from that?
Hi, I'm here to clear the air concerning a certain video involving me. There was a gross misinterpretation of intention, and I was taken out of context. My core focus in that video was on parents and proper parenting, and the need for parents to teach their kids in the way of decency and also morals. I would never glorify pedophilia or pedophiles. I would never glorify child abuse, child molestation, or sexualize kids. It's not in my DNA, it's not in my person, and those that know me know I'm not that kind of person.
Okay, so I'm here to address the video that has been going viral for days now. First, I'm not a pedophile. The point is every pedophile out there is sick, and sick people don't think the way normal people think. So you would see a child, but the pedophile will see something else. By the time you expose your children to some kind of dress codes, the children are not ready for it. And at the end of the day, they might get comfortable with it, but the wolves are there to pounce on them. Let's protect our children from these people.
Okay, welcome back. You're still watching The Buzz. You saw that video. That was about the Race TV with Lolo, where they had this guy talking about children wearing bomb shots that is sexually appealing. And she was like, no, they can dress what it, because these are children. Now, for someone to have that ideology of, oh, she's looking, then the person has...
What can be sexy about a child?
A child, exactly. So that's the question. But though, after a lot of controversy...
If we are saying there's nothing sexy about a child, why do we have pedophiles? Why do we have people who abuse children? We do have them. We do have men, women, adults who abuse children. So if we have them, why don't we protect our children?
Okay, so is there anything they call indecent dressing for children?
Of course, there is. Of course. There are indecent, very, there are. Like the bomb shot you just talked about. You're picking out your child, is dressed like, you understand, you're already training that child to be indecent. And at that point, you're already exposing that child. You're sending a very wrong message out there. And the wrong person out there, somebody whose mind is twisted up there. Who is sick up there, is going to see that child as being sick like himself or herself, and can go ahead to abuse that child. We must protect our children. We must prize our children. We must make the world to see that what we have is priceless. We present them as priceless. We present them as something that is not for grab, so that anybody will not just see them and, you know, and just take advantage of them.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Yes, well, obviously, the honest truth is that the parents of this generation, we overdo things. That's the honest truth. And I do not think it's helping us. In recent times, I've lost counts of child molestation cases I've read online. I've lost counts of child abuse cases I've read online. I've lost counts of rape cases on underage children I've heard. That's because we have exposed these kids with our own hands to these people. Either you like it or not, there are pedophiles in the society. There are people who see a joy or love in sleeping with underage children. And that's because of what they see. Now, I was in a birthday party a few weeks ago. I even saw a mother, even the way she was dressed to that party was not decent. Of course, when I saw her kids, I said, okay, no wonder. So it's completely wrong, because we are, even the Oyinbos that we're following, don't do it to this extreme. Now, if your child is dressing indecently, what are you preaching? Are you helping her or not? For me, I don't think you're helping her because, of course, when she goes out, she sees what she's wearing as the modest.
Normal,
as a normal thing.
yes. What's wrong with
And
it?
of course, there are people who see those things and they get turned on like, whoa, really, this small girl. Before you know it, something goes back. If they have an opportunity with that girl one-on-one, they don't care. They don't care the ages.
So I don't think there is any reason whatsoever for anyone to abuse a child.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
The child's dressing is not an excuse for anyone to abuse a child.
Totally.
Yeah.
I believe that. But then I also think we parents should protect our children from people who has twisted mindset out there.
Your child can dress trendy and still look decent.
Still look decent.
Of course.
She doesn't have to. You don't have to
You are
expose
actually
her
teaching that child to be
No.
decent.
Yes, that's
You know,
very
so
true.
it's,
Judith, do you have any contributions?
Well, they've already summed
Said
up my
everything.
submission on the whole issue. Parents have a role to play to make sure, to protect their children from pedophiles. Whether we like it or not, there are many people out there who are sick.
And it's not written on the faces.
And it's not written on the faces.
Exactly.
I could be one too.
And sometimes, most times, they are friends of the family.
They are friends of the
They are
family.
relations of
People
the
they
family.
trust.
There are
Yes.
people that the family trusts that normally abuse children, not
So
outsiders.
parents, do anything possible to protect your child.
Okay.
That's
Let
it.
me help you here,
That's
Mr. Mustafa. You
Yeah.
just said I could be one. Just for the people to know, please, are you one or not?
I'm not one.
To save yourself,
All
please,
right.
you don't want drama.
Yeah, because we're just saying that it could be anybody.
Yeah,
It's
of
not
course, I
written on the
understand.
faces.
I
So-
understand.
So
Okay,
you
thank
can
you
never
so
say
much. I hope you enjoyed today's program and topics today. Thank you so much, Mr. Mustafa, for joining in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, and thank you, Pastor Dolly. I enjoyed every bit of it. Thank
Today
you,
was
Judith.
fun, yeah,
Today
thank
was
you.
fun. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. I'll see you same time tomorrow. Have a beautiful day and Merry Christmas in advance. Bye.